Millions and millions of Americans are starting to panic. And they are starting to panic because they are now being impacted in Texas, in Florida, in New York, in Vermont, in Maine, in South Carolina, in New Jersey, okay, in South Dakota, everywhere, Washington State, Oregon, every single state in the United States is being impacted because of the state of California, because of what is currently going on with their wildfires and their insurance crisis. Now, in just a moment, I'm going to explain why not only insurance is going to completely change moving forward. This includes insurance on homes, on cars, on ATVs, on RVs, on everything. Insurance is going to change, but this is also changing how homes are being built. I want to explain what's going on at this time. I got some quotes here from two different people. One, a community member that I kind of got closer to over the past few years, and then another one, a friend of mine who's a builder in California. He's given me some insights as to what is currently going on in the past 48 hours in that state. Guess what? He's a builder. Things are really changing. I'll explain why and how this is going to impact you in just a moment. But all I ask is one thing. It takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates. And now let's begin. So first, let's talk about this. What do wildfires mean for America's home insurance bills? Well, what we now know is that home insurance is going to go through the roof in every single state. And don't just hear it from me. Listen to this. This is an insurance industry expert warning that we are about to see spikes all over the country. Listen to this.
Help us understand what's happening with insurance in California and why it's really important for other states to pay attention to what's happening here.
It's important because it's going to ripple outside of California and affect every state. So as you pointed out, one of the reasons, there's many reasons why the insurers pulled out, but one of them was because of regulatory requirements. Reinsurance went up, inflation, caused increases in pricing. There was a lot of factors. And then when insurance companies can't be profitable and they can't raise their rates because of regulatory requirements, they are going to leave. And
I want to jump in really quick right there. She said if they can't be profitable, they're going to leave. Well, guess what? Now these insurance companies are putting the responsibility not just on the state of California, because many people say the state of California didn't burn down, just a lot of the Los Angeles County. Okay, so what they're now telling you is, okay, California isn't going to change their policies. That's going to remain in effect, but how you build your home, that's going to change, which means it's going to cost you more money, which means home prices are going to go up, which means rent prices are going to go up as well. Let's keep listening.
And so that's what we saw here. And they only left the high risk areas. So a lot of these companies still write insurance in other parts of California and other lines of insurance. So they might have just pulled out of homes, but in businesses, but they still write auto, for example.
There's a great article in the Wall Street Journal that says, when California's insurance falls short, everyone else pays. You hinted at this, right? That we could actually see rates for insurance in other states go up because of some of the policy issues that we've seen in California. Does that data and that analysis track with what you see and what you hear?
This is extremely important. This is what you need to be listening to, because, and I said this the past couple of days, I said it over on TikTok, I've said it everywhere. This is what's going to impact every single one of us. And this is what has millions of people extremely upset. Let's keep listening.
Absolutely, because the point of insurance is to spread risk. So we collect rates from the many to cover the losses of the few. And when you have a natural disaster, and not just in California, but the other natural disasters that we've seen around the country, that disrupts that balance. And so the money that's collected to cover the losses of a few is just decimated. And so they've got to recoup their money somewhere. So they're going to look to states that have no natural disasters and less risk and less regulation. And then people in like Maine and Vermont who didn't do anything wrong, and had no natural disaster, they're going to see their rates go up.
GMC Sierra,